Okay, so here we are going to talk about last three data types. So undefined or not defined, null, and not a number. So okay, so the first thing which we are going to do is talk about is undefined or not defined. So this is almost the same, but there is a subtle difference. Suppose we write let a and console log a, then guess what happens? It will return us undefined. So if we run this script, yeah, we initialize the variable and we print it, but we didn't assign any value. That is, we didn't define the variable. And now if you try to run something like this, console log b, and try to run our script, then you see that is b is not defined. So in one case we are initializing the variable but not assigning any value. In this case it is undefined. The other case is we are not defining any value to the variable. We are not even initializing the variable, but we are trying to print out a variable which is not there. That is undefined. Null is something we explicitly design. Let a equals to null. And now null and empty string are not same. So suppose let b equals to, though there is no value, and guess if you want, null is used in some situation where you're not taking any value now, but you'll change the value in the future, or you'll assign a value in the future when you'll work with frameworks, and in a lot of cases you'll name the value as null. Okay, so if we now try to find out the type of what type of data null is, you'll see another surprise. Yeah, so guess what will happen? Yeah, so null is an object in JavaScript. And yeah, it's weird. Now let us come to something which is more weird. Okay, and let b equals to empty string. So if you find its data type, you would see that it gives you a string. Though there is no value inside the double quotation, it gives a string. Okay, so null is when any variable which is divided by a number which is a string. Means let a equals to mark and let b equals to 3. Okay, so if we run console log b by a, let us run the script and see what happens. Okay, so here it's returning us not a number. But now if we do something, let type of a b equals to type of a by b, and if we now console log this, you'll witness something even stranger. Okay, so I'm sorry, I lost the terminal. Node script.js. Yeah, here when you're printing mark by 3, that is when something is printed which is a string and is divided by a number, it gives me not a number. Okay, so yeah, that is very weird. And here it's telling you not a number, but when you want to find its data type, it's telling you number. And as they say, not a number is a special type of number. That's why when you want to find its data type, it's giving you number. So suppose you want to do something like this, console log a boolean by 3. Okay, and then you want to find an array by 3. Okay, let us guess what it will give us. In both cases it will return us a 0. Okay, in this case it returned us 0.33 because the default value of true is 1. I can show you like this: console log true plus true, okay, and it will give us 2. If we run this script, yeah, we see it gives us 2. And if you run, these are very important things. It might be asked in an interview: true plus false, and if you run the script again, it will give you 1. Okay, so I guess you are very much clear, and we have shown all of these data types. I have tried my best to explain you. Now your job is to practice. So if I repeat it again, undefined or not defined is something not initialized or not defined, and we try to print a variable that is called undefined. And when we didn't even initialize and try to print any variable by its name, it's not defined. Null is an explicit data type, and not a number is when any variable is divided by a number which is a string, it gives us not a number. And when we try to find the data type of not a number, it returns us a number, because not a number is considered as a unique data type in JavaScript. And when we assign null to a variable and try to find out the data type, the type of the data type of the variable which is assigned as null, it returns us an object. So I guess you're very much clear, and that is it. Hope to see you in the next part, and we are done with data types now. Thanks.